Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to RC Conspiracies. We're going to be looking at the new ARRMA and TLR baby that was potentially made. So, that's something. Anyway, guys, we're going to get this thing kicked off in just a minute. Just hold on a second. We'll get things going in the background. I've been working my tail off trying to get things set up. It's kind of there. I'm sweating like crazy. It's humid up here. I have to turn the AC off when we start this, so we'll see how we do. Alrighty. Be back in a minute. If you guys are tuning in later, I'll put time code somewhere. Just look for it in the description. It'll jump you to right where it starts. Be back in a minute.
Silhouetted images and industry teasers are finding their way into our homes and invading our minds. Their calculated information is delivered to feed our addiction for radio-controlled frequencies. It's an RC conspiracy. But we are on your side, cracking the RC code, because the truth is out there. Welcome to the RC Conspiracies podcast. Get your decoder rings ready and put on those tinfoil hats, because your fearless leader is here.
Those are not optional. You must have a tinfoil hat.
Please welcome your host, the lead RC conspiracist, Tony Cece.
Wait for it.
Welcome to the RC Conspiracies podcast.
Hey, what is going on, you guys? I can't believe I remembered the wait for it part. I was ready to just jump in there, and I remembered, oh, there's that little extra that gets me every time. Anyway, that was a $5 intro, guys. Didn't pay a whole lot for it, but it's production value. That's what that is right there. Hey, what's going on, you guys? It has been a while since we've done an RC Conspiracies, and there's a lot of reasons for that, and there haven't been a whole lot of leaks, for one. And then we've got this beautiful nugget that we have today that looks like TLR and ARRMA had a beautiful purple and pink baby girl, I would say. Because I still give genders to things. That's just, whatever. However you want to do it, I'm cool with it. But I still do. I still say things I shouldn't say because I grew up in the 80s and we had catchphrases and things that we said that weren't really nice. And they're just hard to get out of your vocabulary sometimes. But I'm trying to be a better person. Hey, what is going on, guys? Joshua Williams, Brian Taff, what's going on? Freebird RC. I saw Peter Staley right here. My buddy Peter is here, and haven't been able to crawl with you in a while, buddy. And I'm actually potentially going back to Virginia in a few weeks. So I'll have to let some buddies know about that and try and do a little meetup or something. But the new place is looking pretty good. We're working on it. It's a lot of work, but that's all right. We like work. We're getting used to doing the work. Hey, a couple of things. I'm trying to make some money because I lost most of my freelance work when I moved. My wife got a job here, and all of my freelance work did not follow. So let's say that. I make very little on here, and it's gone down it's been a cut in half in the last 3 months. Partly because of the move and not being able to do this stuff. And then I don't know, maybe partly because I'm not interesting, but we're going to try to be more interesting. So there's that. 2021, baby, going into 2022. We still have chances to be more interesting. Can always grow and be better, right? How's the video quality? It's looking good on my end. I don't know. Maybe it's bad. I'm seeing their little bar is unstable. Although my Wi-Fi here says it's really good. So it's really bad. It's terrible. Give me 1 second here. We'll try to get it a little better. I don't know if this is going to do it or not. Any better? Perfect now. Went to black. Is that when it went perfect? 60p. I'm not even streaming that high. It's saying my connection is unstable. I haven't done live from my computer up here. Actually, that's not true. I did one from here recently. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep trying to go and see if it's better or not. But okay, Troy Cotton says it's better. Oh, it looks like they're saying my connection's gone a little better. And now it's even, I don't have the warning anymore. Hallelujah. All right, hey guys, what I was trying to get to was I need money to pay for my internet and all of that thing. Not so. But I do have some cool stuff. I did start a new website, you guys, ccxrc.com. You can watch all the videos there. I'm trying to post up some extra stuff for pictures and things that go with the videos. So usually now when I'm linking over on Facebook, I'm doing it over here. How's it going, RC Amigos? I'm doing it here. You can catch all the videos on the videos tab. The podcast is on here as well. So we've got the video page. We've got the podcast, which I just dropped a new one today. Horizon RC Fest is this week. We talk a lot about that. And you can get to the merch page is where I'm getting to. Get yours here is a little link, and it has all the different things that we have available as far as shirts and stickers and things like that. This one, actually, the RC bashing is not a crime, is the one that most people make comments on when I'm out and about wearing it. They're like, dude, you RC, I do too. And yeah. Anyway, so ccxrc.com, and any of the links on there usually take you to affiliate links. So if you're looking to buy something, if you don't have a local hobby shop, those links like this Venom Lipo one, this RC Boats one, and then I'm posting them down. Oh, there's me without a shirt on. Very nice. That will steer people away from buying stuff. But usually there's some click here's. Anyway, doesn't cost you any extra if you're shopping online anyway, and you're going to AMain or Horizon or whatever to buy from, or Amazon. You can use those links, and it does help. So yeah, got a bunch of different shirts. Got a few more ideas coming soon on those, but I have to do the design work still. Hi, Billy. You said you like the new house. I do too. It's different. I really miss the layout and a lot of the features of the old house. The one really, really nice feature of this house is the water feature in the back. I do miss my other water features though, the pond and the pool. So there's always trade-offs. The weather here has been a lot better as far as being outside, so that's been nice. All right, Peter, we'll see you, man. I understand gotten to hit it. RC Amigos is wearing the Smokin' Motor shirt on the next show. Just watched it. Awesome, man. And so you won't stink in your next show too, so we'll know that as well. He's wearing a clean shirt as opposed to a dirty shirt. Green Frog is in the house. What's going on? Oh, Canada RC. Zach Pitcher 1, what's going on, you guys? I saw Josh Williams. Josh Williams Sins. Oh, I thought it was Joshua Williams, my buddy from back in Virginia Beach, who I'm going to see at RC Fest this week. He's coming up with the No Limit RC crew to put on the races. How many people, show of hands out there, are going to Horizon RC Fest this weekend, Friday, Saturday, September 10th and 11th? It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be there. That's not necessarily reason to be there, but if you want to be there, why not, right? But anyway, it's the Monticello Illinois. I'm staying at the Best Western that's right there next to it. So if you're staying there, look me up. I'm probably going to be eating at that little restaurant that's right next to there. Ring of Fire is one of my favorite things to watch. Lots of carnage, things catching on fire, RC trucks jumping through fire while planes go through. It's awesome. But they have RC pulling, monster trucks side by side, crawler courses, mud truck pits, sumo, figure eight, whatever they call the one where it's the pylon racing or whatever. It's down here. What do they call that? Toll gate racing. They're going to have that there as well. It says 1/5 off-road race. I'm kind of curious about that. Does anybody know? Are they actually doing 1/5 scale off-road racing, or is it 1/8? And that's a typo. Last year they had 1/8 scale off-road racing. Okana says wish, border issues. 4 freestyle guys with 15 trucks. Are you going to leave with 14 trucks, Josh? Deontay, you're going to make the drive. Right on, man. And with the Raminator. Very wicked. RC Amigos wishes. Jeff Kettler. Okay, here we go. He's coming out on Saturday. I'm trying to... Joshua Williams. Oh, he is in here. I thought I saw him in here. Going to see him there. Shout out to Freebird RC because he's asking for it. Over and over, it looks like. Right before he goes. Gotta go, he says. Joshua Williams says, what's up with this TLR ARRMA? That's what I'm wondering. We're going to look at a few things that I saw online because I do not know. No cross fingers. I saw this online first with RubyDoob on Instagram, and then I saw Aussie RC posted it, and now I just saw Big Squid posted it, which makes me think, is this getting even more real? I don't know. So, but honestly, I do not know about it. I know that there are some big things coming. I can say that. There's some big stuff coming. We're still waiting for the ARRMA 4S lineup and things like that, but I'll just say it like that. There's some big stuff coming. And bigger is better, right? That's not what I meant by big, but that was my last video. So a little plug right there. And I don't really actually believe that bigger is better necessarily. I think that bigger is better in instances if you've got the room, yada, yada, yada. But that bar build is something special. Yeah, Zach Picture One, they do have a picture of a low C 1/5 scale, so you don't think it's a typo. I know. But maybe the web guy doesn't know and he saw a 1/5 off-road race and he just grabbed a picture of a 1/5 off-road. And if you guys don't notice, actually, that's my truck. That's right there. That's the Freestyle RC Pro C. That's my Sticker Bomb 2.0. So there's all kinds of fun stuff there. So yeah, parking, lodging. I'm staying at that, like I said, that Best Western. I can only bring so much because of that and because I'll be driving my new truck, which does not have a lockable tonneau cover or anything like that. So I'm going to be limited on how much I bring. Mainly monster trucks. Big stuff like MT, ARRMA, Conspiracy. Yeah. I can't say on that one. So it's funny how some of this stuff happens. There's some things that they're okay with, I guess, me being in the loop on, and other things that are just like, oh, wow, that's cool. You know, I learn about it just when everybody else does, or I try and follow all these little hints and clues or accidental drops on websites and things like that. So yeah, O Canada RC, ARRMA tough, TLR racing pedigree equals noise. So let's talk about it. Joshua Williams says he thinks it's real. All right, so let's go through. Okay, he's saying people are getting upset. All right, let's get to it. Come on, man. They're saying. All right, let's get to it. Let's go back to where we were. Boom. I have it here. Don't worry about it. Here's the RubyDoob post. If you haven't seen his page, He's got some pretty cool ARRMA stuff on here. Big into the ARRMA. And really cool different designs in that. I really like this. What is that? That's the... I'm wanting to say infraction, but it's not. It's a Notorious. But look at that sweet thing. It's on a drag. It's on like a... What's it on? It looks like the F1. I don't know if they took and converted what to make this. It looks like a Limitless that's just been like totally rat rotted out. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's not what we're here to look at. What he did was he posted this, and he said, Durango or what? ARRMA UK, or ARCO UK. So, and then Peter R.T. Basher says, drops next Thursday. I don't know where he got that news. I haven't heard anything about it. And then it definitely, it's, people are wondering if this is the 3S lineup. It definitely looks like the 6S lineup. How that's TLR, gorgeous, but how? So people are trying to figure this out. Is this real? Ruby Dude says, yeah. People are wondering, did they actually collaborate? So I saw that, and then I saw this, which I kind of stole his. Well, it looks like ARRMA, RC, and TLR had a baby. Congrats. That's what Voss said. So there's some pretty nice pictures that don't look faked to me at all. So you're seeing the TLR tuned shocks, tuned shock towers, which look really nice. They bring over that like TLR gold kind of a look. So I don't know if this is supposed to be like a ready to run racer or what. But it's an ARRMA Typhon that's got a bunch of TLR tuned parts on it. Lots of the aluminum are from TLR. You can see here the chassis and all that. So what Big Squid is saying, let's go over to that, is that it comes with a host of TLR tuned parts. Comes with a roller. And then it's saying the 7075 T6 aluminum laser etched steering rack, chassis plate, suspension hangers, shock towers. And then they've got some pictures as well, which look even like maybe some different angles. I don't know. Maybe not. But I mean, all of it looks pretty legit to me. The whole TLR Tune logo looks like a legit logo. So either somebody's really trying to pull our leg or this thing's looking pretty legit. But did you see the ARRMA Nitro ARRMA Pro? Yes, I did see that LVCRC. It did look pretty cool. And if you guys don't know it, LVCRC is Overkill RC rebranded. If you haven't seen that video or heard that yet, if you start seeing this logo, that's what that is. Awesome content. Loving the Instagram these days. So much LMT stuff. Really, really wicked fun to watch. But he's trying to hit the LVC mode instead of always just breaking stuff. And I like that. Okay, Josh Williams saying same pics. He thinks it's real. Neither company has said anything. That is right. I have non-disclosure agreements with them, and I wouldn't be able to post this if I had been given any of this stuff from them. All I'm showing you guys is what's already very readily available online. I saw it just like you did. I mentioned it last live I did because people were saying they wanted to see more conspiracies. But this is the first thing that I've heard. And I think I heard that it was a picture on a website, but I don't know that. But they're saying now being teased by Horizon Hobby. So I don't know if it's an intentional leak or what. But again, I've been out of things for feels like forever. Trying to jump back in here and get into things. But, so here's the question. Who is this aimed towards? All of you guys think it looks awesome. What would people be willing to pay for it? Is this like, okay, well, we don't need to have an EXB Typhon because it's a buggy. We'd rather just do a TLR tuned one, or what? I don't know. I mean, where do you think the end game is for it? What's going on, Pilot Ryan Media? Welcome. I was just in his live the other day. Raquel says she thinks it's an accidental leak. Very, very possible. See, there's people that want it. I'm just Liz. Says that if it's real, she wants to buy it. Gap. What's going on, Gap? Thanks for stopping in some channel. RC Amigos. I still think it was shipped to your old house. I don't. Because something else was. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I had to get my neighbor to get it and ship it to me. That tire design is also a Proline tread with a different logo. Okay, so it's more of a race tread. Dustin Spallone saying he's saying it's a different tread pattern on these D boots. Interesting. I'm going to see if I can't find that one that Voss posted of the Nitro while I'm here. It's freaking adorable. That's what I was saying. Everybody's like, Deontay says he needs it. If it's a new baby, then what do you guys think? Is it a cute baby? 529 Gap Review says for a roller. Okay. Horizon going to drop it at their event, says Brandon Timblin. Maybe. Wouldn't that be interesting if all the people were racing the TLR ARRMA tuned things at that fifth scale race that I don't know that it is fifth scale. Deontay, he would say he'd pay $579 for it if it was a roller. Okay. Integrity RC, they wanted a race spec most likely. Okay. So it's like an EXBR race one, huh? Okay. Integrity says, my favorite part is that it will have low C steering so you know it will be super smooth. So it's really like a lot of both. That's what's interesting. Said you would think an EXP Typhon would be race spec without the tower-to-tower bar. Oh, I forgot I was looking for that thing. Okay. Oh, here it is. That didn't take long. It was the next post. So this was a piece of history right here. A concept that never went into production is this Nitro ARRMA. It's packed in there. Super nice. Super, super nicely packed in there. I've never been a Nitro person, so there's your patent number. Interesting. Durango bumper on the front. The Durango ARRMA. Pretty cool. If you're into that kind of thing. Joshua Williams, think it'll be a race roller to where if someone wants to get into racing, it will be a good, cheap race roller. Okay. Yeah, and so Ruby Doob actually had posted another picture here. Let's see if I can get it up here. There. Showing like the Durango. It says the rest is history. Trying to get into racing with their Typhon. But yeah, I mean, so what would be the end goal for TLR then? Because it would take people away from buying their car specifically to buy an ARRMA instead. So that's a question I have. Like, why not just make a roller 8 scale? Well, they've got a bunch of already stuff with the 8T. I don't know. It's just kind of a curious thing to me. Deontay Heeb says he just wants. Raquel says buy the TLR 8 Elite. Integrity, I just think it's something Horizon wanted to do with their two best companies. It is kind of cool, kind of bringing it together like that. The two different companies, like their bash arm and their race arm, without doing it through Losi, I guess. But the bash scene is so big right now that maybe integrating that TLR stuff does help with the racing if they're not selling quite the numbers are. That it's amazing how many people have been buying RCs the last year and a half or so. It's crazy to watch and just see what seems like the growth of the industry right before our eyes. It's really cool. And I would make a guess to say that 80% of that is in the basher type as far as the car market goes, but I could be wrong. I don't actually have these numbers. I'm speculating that it's a very high percentage of people that are getting them to bash, street bash or bash, and not necessarily race. Gap reviews. I don't think the Losi race cars are doing that good on sales. Losi doesn't really have race cars. I guess they have the buggies and the short course trucks. But they don't really have a race car anymore. It's all under the TLR. And they're really fighting against Kyosho Techno associated. I mean, there's a lot in that race scene, which is probably not the biggest market share. And then there's a lot more names involved right there in that they've got to compete against. And it's the Kyoshos and the Team Associators and them that are more focused in that element than in the bash area. Yeah, TLR did just win the 1/10th Nationals. I really like my TLR 22, the two-wheel drive buggy, 10th scale. I have the AC one, the carpet edition. I really like it. Mugen, yes, HB. There's a bunch. Did anyone see my post about RPM having Team Associated Rival MT10? You mean some parts for the Team Associated Rival MT10? Jayhawk ARRMA wanting in on that race money. If they get in on that, then they're just throughout the industry. ARRMA's been killing it seems like these days. That's cool, Raquel, that RPM is making stuff for the Team Associated rival MT10. That's really cool. I want to see more of the low-C laser nut. Bathers. Not sure what that word is for. My CTE 2.0 has a 775 minutes, a 12-year-old truck. Wow. Yeah, I have my low-C laser nut ready to go on the bench actually next. I need to put a new servo in it. I need to fix that, and I need to fix my bar build and get them back up and running. I don't have any Techno yet. Jayhawk says he's looking at buying into them. I haven't bought anything from them, and everyone keeps telling me the monster truck from them is the way to go. So I'm heading to Horizon RC Fest because, one, it's much closer for me now. It's about 4 hours. Two, it's an awesome event. And three, I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to race my monster trucks again for a little while, because the Michigan Monsters is about probably a 3-hour drive from me here to get there. And so to do that on the regular is going to be tough. So, there's something I've been looking at here. See if I can get this up here on the screen. There we go. This live time. I haven't just been looking at it. I've already put in a while back. I pre-ordered it. The live time drag racing system, the timing system. So it's been a while. I'm kind of curious when it's going to drop. I know they've been making changes to it, but hopefully if I get one of these, I might even be able to start hosting some races here on the west side of Michigan and see if there's any interest, because I'm not sure when else I'll be able to do it or where else I will race if we don't start up some racing here on the west side of the state. I know I can go down to like St. Louis. That's a bit of a haul, though, for some of their big stuff, which they've got the Bigfoot event coming up soon. There's actually something else going on with, I think, the Hall Brothers monster truck team, where they're going to be doing an event at their place in... Is it in Illinois? Ohio? There's something in Ohio, I thought. Maybe not. I'm getting confused by some of the stuff. Anyway, we're looking at doing some of the monster truck racing, and side-by-side racing, you know, is basically what we all do. You can do Chicago style, go around the loop, and then just have a cut in where you go through the final line. So you have to start at a light and you have to end at one. What you do between them is whatever the course is you design. But it's basically like a drag race, but it can be multiple laps. It can be other things. But then you have to cut through the timing system at some point, which is exactly what we've been doing as we've been racing them. So, yeah. I have it on order. I have been watching. I did go over. I was going to message them on their Facebook page and just reach out. And then I saw here on July 15th, they said, just hold on. We're working on some things and what to expect from it. And I just decided, okay, I'm going to hold out and wait. Cat 6 cable makes it really easy to buy cable wherever you are if you need a new one. And then they've got this really cool, you don't even have to have a computer if you don't want to. You could just use this to see who won what particular race. It's a little screen that you can get right there, touch screen looking idea. Anyway, really, really cool stuff that they're working on for us. Yeah, RC Amigos monster truck drag racing. That's what we're doing. John Thomas, I wonder how good the new Kyosho USA 1 will be. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. Some channel. If this ever actually comes out, it'll be good. Italian fans want some more tunability. Yeah, that's a word. And durability. I mean, it's ARRMA. Probably be a small step from the 6S Italian. Very cool. Green Frog, yes. Smash that like button, guys, while you're here. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We haven't done this in a while. And so just thankful people would still decide to jump in here and tune in. And comment. That's what's really cool. The M Davis 07. Are you ever going to be checking out any Trigger King events that they have? One at the Bigfoot open house on the 11th, I believe. I'll be there for sure. I think Josh Rhodes just told me about that event, and I don't think is it on October 11th? It's not September 11th, because they're going to be at the Horizon RC Fest this weekend, some of the Trigger King guys. But I'm going to be talking to them about that event, trying to figure out how I can make it work, because I think it's actually right after this, and I go into the Great Lakes Gauntlet, which is the 18th. So I think it might be the 25th. I could be wrong, but it felt like it was going to be 3 things in a row, and it's going to be hard to convince my wife to be gone 3 weekends in a row. Earl Moorhead is in the house. Gap says I need a 1.6 8S Typhon. You want a big Typhon. Haha. Yeah, man. That would really put the TLR into some troubled waters, because they've got that 5th scale buggy that's gasser. And if ARRMA drops a 6th scale 8S Typhon, that market's going to be hard for people to want to buy into. I guess the people that still race them will, but yeah. ARA 8306 is the part number on the new ARRMA. So what does that pull up? €439. So they've already got it up on all these pages here. RC Team France. $439. They say they have it in stock at Mini Planes. Interesting. Well, there you go. They've even got 6S BLX, 4-wheel drive. Who knows French? So it shows all the part stuff here. Dimensions. So it looks like it should be coming out very soon. We should know a whole lot more. Thank you, Brian. What's up, Chef Beardsley? M Davis 07. Yeah, if you find out the date, let me know, because I'm definitely interested in that. Actually, I'll look it up right now. Bigfoot Open House 2021 is on September 25th, Saturday. Oh, Jayhawk, this is a good segue. I'm building a SCX 24 monster truck right now, all-wheel steer. This is version 2. Version 1 was too slow. Changed motor from 1400 kV to 2800 kV. I still think you're going to want faster because of the gearing in the axles and everything. But something else I wanted to talk about is this. One step closer. These are new chassis from Southwest Monster Shop. Carbon fiber monster truck chassis for the SCX-24. There are some of the wheels that he's 3D printing for them. These are other parts for his Tiny Titan, is what he's calling it. There it is, the Tiny Titan. I saw Michael McKenzie's at the Showtime Showdown in Richmond, and it was quick, it was fast. They give you specs on what they're using for it for motor and ESC and all of that. But it was pretty cool. Definitely had a little bit of speed. About perfect for what you'd want for something that size. Very, very impressive truck. I was drooling a lot looking at it. I'll just say that. Here's the little guy right there. Here's where they tell you. So they use the Furatech Lizard ESC with the Surpass 8300 kV motor. That's what they're using in this, and it looked pretty good. King race calendar says on the 11th. Okay. Yeah, I just pulled it up. Well, let's just do it here. Big Foot Open House 2021 says 2021 Open House on September 25th. Pacific. So yeah, it might have been wrong on there. See ya, RC Hotspot. Thanks for stopping by. RC3D Antique, welcome. What are you guys talking about as far as the aluminum? Mike Upton says, 7075 is available and I have a drill press. Sounds like he could be making something. John Thomas, that's going to be a $1,000 SCX-24. I think they said they had 300 something into it. So here's the other thing. Conspiracy-wise, I said bigger is better in my video yesterday. And honestly, a lot of that was just to get views. Truth be told, we're not on here to lie on RC Conspiracies. I was tired of just saying Bari build bashes the backyard, Bari blah, 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 whatever. Bigger's better. Like, get people talking, argue with me about it. If you don't believe it, say it in the comments below. Some people did. That was cool. And they said, well, I don't really believe that. I think my SCX-24, I can take it anywhere. That's my, best RC. That's awesome. So a little bit of clickbait, but not a lot. Bigger is better in some ways, especially monster trucks. Like the big ones, there's something pretty epic about them, but you can't run them everywhere. So in certain instances, it's better. In others, it's not. Who's to say what's the best anyway? So but you got to be cocky on YouTube, apparently. I haven't been playing cocky, and people that are growing way faster. So I'll pretend to be cocky, but then not really be cocky when it gets down to it. How's that? Deal? Anyway, I really like the idea of racing those little monster trucks. Possibly as just an indoor winter thing here for one. You can race them anywhere. So any place that's running mini Z races, any, RC shops that aren't big and don't have a track, or they just have the smaller ones like for the Kyosho mini Zs or the 1RC, like the midget cars and all that, the late model, whatever, but they're tiny. you could also do the monster trucks there, and that's what's really cool to me. I just like the idea of you could go to a hotel and just get a small conference room and have a race. You know, it'd be wicked. I wouldn't mind Axial, Losi, whoever, Horizon Hobby. I would pay $300 for a brushless out of the box one. I honestly would. People are paying $200 for the Kyosho brush, little mini Z whatevers. I would pay. I think most of the monster truck dudes would that are building, because by the time you build one, you're spending that much anyway. So if you even brought it in at like two something, or you did a 2-pack of them for $300, if you have to hit a certain price point for branding and whatever, you know, I know there's, you know, you have markets that you're allowed to use the licensing for. You know, work it. We'll pay it. See, Big America says he'd buy it right now. If we could get a 24 scale that we could throw in our backpack and be doing monster truck races at the airport on our way to Cancun to race them on the beach. I mean, we got money to go to Cancun. We'll pay $300 to get a. I don't have money to go to Cancun. I'm just making stuff up as I go. 2 for $350. There we go. If you don't need one, you sell it to a friend. You go in with it with a friend. But also, I don't need it to be branded. You know what? It could just be a truck. You know, license it, Big America. Get, you know, he'd probably do it cheaper than Monster Jam. You get a Big America truck going. That'd be wicked. Let us buy them for $250 then. But yeah, I mean, there's so many models out there that you can get bodies for. If you just think about how people could mount other bodies on, that would be the ticket. So whether it's the metal ones from Spin Master or whoever, or, you know, people would go scab those little $15 ones from Target. I've done it already. I got a 2-pack sitting there with a Megalodon and Gravedigger, I think, sitting somewhere in this house. I bought them just for the bodies. $30 for a 2-pack. Two plastic hard bodies. Anyway, this changed. We want to have a baby monster truck. Come on. Losi and Axial have a baby and make it a LMT24 that uses some of the SCX24 parts and a little bit of a change the drivetrain a little bit. Make it a little LMT special. I don't know. Thinking outside the box here. We can do it. RC Amigos, right? I'll do your own branding. See, here we go. I paid $319 for a brushless Mini Z. Trail Crawlers RC. You got ripped off, dude. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Spin Rush, man, thank you. Studio is starting to come together, and I got 2 body panels. Son of a digger. And there it is, Gravedigger. And then I've got a lot of boxes still in this region. Right here. I got to get through. But we're working on it. Bobby wants one. He says sign him up. I bet we could have the first... There's only 89 people watching, but I bet we could have the first 500 of them sold right here. 94 watching now. First 500 of them sold tonight. I'll put me down for 8. We'll make it work. There you go. Zelda's Big America with a backflip ramp. What's going on, Mick D? Things are not slowing down, but we are trying to settle into this new castle. I'm trying to stay in this room as long as possible right now because it's raining, and to get to my house now, I have to go downstairs in the rain. They're not going to be fun when winter hits. I've watched so many fail videos of people on Facebook for some reason. I wake up at like 3 and can't sleep and pull out my phone, and that's not a good sleep aid, but it makes me almost wake up more. But I'm scrolling through and somehow I get hooked on like a ridiculousness, or I don't even know what. America's Funny. People falling down icy stairs. And I'm thinking, I've got a big flight of stairs to go down if I hit them with ice. I'm going to be checking. I'm going to grow salt on those steps. So I went for a swim recently. Nice boat vid. Yes, I went for 2 swims that day. What's up, man? Monster Jam fans Europe. We're back. Typhon and 5B need to have a baby at 168S, right? Hey, Traction Hobby's making big crawlers now, as well as Red Cat. ARRMA can make a big buggy. Hopefully with axles that don't break. Yeah, well, if you put the Spin Master bodies on, you might break axles. They're pretty lightweight. I was watching people with those SMT 24 ones, and they weren't breaking axles at all. You'd probably be more likely at this point, because there's 3D printed wheels on most of them, to break the wheel first. Chainsaw said, I just killed a reef servo on my SMT-10 with a Freestyle RC servo saver. What reef servo was it? The Raw 500? You must have hit like a real monster truck. Slightly Mad Monsters. This is comment of the day so far. I could see myself getting kicked out of Disney with the 24 scale Jurassic Attack RC. That would be awesome. John Thomas, I agree. Traxxas needs a real monster truck. Well, not a real one, because they actually have the real x-maxx. They have the real Scully Cranium. They had those as real trucks. But they could really use a solid axle RC monster truck. So we're looking at you, Traxxas. We're waiting. We've got credit cards ready. It's your move. It's probably a weird time, though. Mick D. Thank you so much. Give me some money to buy an umbrella. I actually, honestly, I need to go get an umbrella because I don't have. I need to keep one in here at all times. I need to have like a. I'll put in a umbrella rack right there by that door. Problem is, I'll go over there and it'll stop raining, and I won't bring it back up here the next day when it's not raining. Because I won't think about it. I won't be smart enough. Chainsaw says a 422 HD V2. Yeah, I could see that maybe. Maybe. That's a bummer, though. Bear King, why didn't that boat self-right? So here is the problem. I used the wrong battery. I used the battery for the smaller boat. I thought I'd sold the smaller boat, which I hadn't. It's actually in a box right up there. And when I pulled that box out, I looked at it, I said, that's not for the big boat. And I saw the battery on it. I said, that's the battery I used in the big boat, and it's not the right size. Wasn't a heavy enough battery. It didn't make it sink enough. That was the problem. It was my fault that I had to swim. Luckily, we've been swimming in that water many times. Not an issue. Oh, Traxxas needs a XO1 V2 and an E-Revo 8S. Ooh. Now we're talking. What would they have to do to the XO1 gap to make it compete? Just go bigger? What would make it different on the market? Just motoring up and doing some stuff like that, changing the body? What would a V2 be? What would be enough for you? They could do maybe the rock and roll paint theme for it. Call it V2. I wonder if I don't know what they do. That X01 was wicked when it came out. It is feeling a bit old at this point. Paint, just a new paint scheme's not really going to cut it for it at this point. Cap, make it good. Yeah, Green Frog, 200 miles per hour. Why not just shoot for 200 out of the box? Easy. People should be running 150 with it. It should be dialed in to hit 150. That wouldn't be dangerous. Arming anybody who's never driven an RC with a 150 mile an hour RC car. We need RC submarines that shoot torpedoes with firing pins. Okay. Okay. Wonder who handled the diffs, Low C or ARRMA? I feel a tinge of bitterness in that comment. Shade Tree. Oops, I missed the Earl one. I know. It was an easy blow. It was too easy, Earl. I honestly really like their rock and roll bodies. If I were to get an x-maxx, I would probably get the rock and roll body if I could. And I actually do want another x-maxx. I've been looking. I don't have the money to drop right now because we just got kayaks, but do you think that they would use the same diffs that they use in some of the other cars for a tuned race buggy? Can they use those new diffs? Yeah, and then sticker bomb it. There you go. Good idea, RCB. I guess it doesn't matter what body I get. We can always sticker bomb it. Make it hold together better. You don't have to do Gorilla Tape on the inside if you sticker bomb the outside. That's the benefit. Traxxas should work on their body design, something ARRMA does so good. So that's interesting. That leads me to a stereotype, I guess. Living in Virginia Beach for the past 17 years, we didn't have very many American-made cars on the streets there. I don't know why. It's not like being in Michigan, where everybody drives a Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Jeep, or one of the iterations of those. And I've got to say, their design, unless they're copying something out of Europe, isn't as good. You look at some of them and you go, who designed those lights? Why is the shape of the hood like that? Or they just have some weird contours. I don't know. But the Toyotas, the Hondas, the Kias even. The Kia, I mean, that Telluride that Kia has now, that's a sweet-looking SUV. Ford's copying the Defender with their... what was the popular Ford SUV? I can't believe I'm blanking on it. It's because we don't get them that much down there. Anyway, it's funny that you say that with the Traxxas versus the ARRMA design. Oh, there you go, Earl. Quick release body version 2. That would be awesome on something like an X01. What's going on, Aussie RC Playground? We talked about you a lot earlier. Had your page up here showing what I saw over on your page first. And then we talked about the piece of history you'd pulled up as well. But the the baby that Arma and TLR had. It's interesting, to say the least. But yeah, we've been over here. We talked about it. Not sure. It's an interesting market they're going for with that. Traxxas is probably watching this thinking, we ain't sold all the V1s yet. Yeah, it's like lumber, right? We're waiting for prices to drop, but they got to sell all the stuff that they bought at the inflated prices before we're going to see the deals passed on to us. I think collaborations are cool. I agree with you, Voss. It would definitely be neat to see what they could make. We were just talking about Axial and LMT making a micro monster truck, the SCX 24, but making it a monster truck one and working with Losi on that. Because the LMT over the SMT is way better. Anyway. All right, RC Amigos, go have fun playing Rocket League. Thanks for stopping in for a bit there. Pop Expo seems like Traxxas hasn't updated their product line in a while. Yeah, no. I mean, they just released those new road cars. They just released the new Bronco. Some of it's new body stuff. But a lot of times that's all that some of these releases are from companies is a new, the Kyosho phasers come out with new bodies that to give you something new to entice you to buy it. And maybe one other little trick thing that they're adding in there. Like, so with the Bronco, it has a new way that they attach the body, which is really trick. So they are still innovating and they're doing new things on a platform that's already proven and that already has really great part support. So they're fixing and innovating things that are worthwhile while still keeping the stuff that already makes their product so good, I guess. Because I'm not a Traxxas hater. I joke about the paint thing, but they've got some killer stuff. The x-maxx is something special, man. Lucas Martin, what does the CCX stand for? So actually, it just stands for my last name, CCRC, but we just say the X because I had the design already with the X in it. And the spacing like South by Southwest and all, punk stuff did that where they, used that X and then the abbreviation things around it. So I like that design style. But I couldn't get ccrc.com because it's like Chinese container something. China container R something. So I looked up CCXRC. And it worked. But the X is really supposed to be silent, right? Actually, I'm showing it. It's stinking right here on my hat. I'm an idiot. So we just say the X. But my last name's CC. How much does a live stream bring you for money? Freebird RC. Not much. If you don't get anybody that does the super chats, it's all based on views. So typically my live streams only get anywhere from 1,500 views to maybe 3,000 views. Some of them might get more than that, but that's a typical would be between 1,500 and 3,000 views. So you're looking at $15 or something. It's more for just hanging out. But yeah, Marcos Ramirez. I get paid in unicorns. That's what I used to buy the Bari build was unicorns. Everybody asks how much they cost. The price is a bit of a unicorn. It changes. That's the thing, you guys. It's not the same for everybody because the parts available aren't always the same, or you might have to eBay it and pay more for certain parts that you need to have for it. So because it's custom, those prices vary based on if his manufacturer stops doing it for him and he has to go somewhere else and it costs more. So somebody buys a motor that doesn't fit in it, has to buy another motor for it. So I got a spare motor, but do I count that against the cost of it? I mean, I paid that much in doing it, but I got a nice big fifth scale motor now sitting in, I don't actually know where it is anymore after the move. So yeah. What's up, RC for all? Sean just jumped in. Sean's RC Adventures. What's going on, man? Who needs dollars if you can pay in unicorns? Exactly. You can get so much more with a unicorn. Lucas Martin, what a killer build, just watched again. Yeah. Oh, okay. Mike Upton's got ideas. X01 with a 1970 Dodge Daytona or Plymouth Superbird body. Then I'll drink the Traxxas Kool-Aid. So a lot of people do honestly buy cars for bodies that come on them. I really want that new Traxxas Bronco. A lot of people would buy a Traxxas and they would want to just take the body off and do their own custom one. I would want it for that particular body. Just like when I bought the first TRX4, the reason I bought it was the Defender body. And I didn't want to do the RC four-wheel drive. I tried to make one whatever, and yeah. Oh, man. Earl Moorhead super stickering it. I can't see the stickers, unfortunately. But thank you, man. Earl's been helping me pay for my trip to Horizon RC Fest, filling up that F-250 gas tank. I couldn't believe it the first time I filled that up. Sheesh. Pilot Remy, I really like that 2021 Bronco. So also moving to Michigan, I've now seen the 2021 Broncos, and I've seen the real Bronco instead of the sport one. And at first I was like, what in the world? And then I saw like the souped up one, and I'm like, I get it. That one I could do. But yeah. All right, see a shade tree. He was here on a workbench. Oops, the chat moved too fast. I'm hoping at RC Gauntlet, I think there's a swap meet as well. I'm hoping to take some of the stuff that I have that's just too much for me at this point and get rid of some of it. I saw your video. You did a premiere on it last night, Pilot Ryan. I need to go back and watch it. It was premiering when I was up working on something for actual work. But it was playing in the little thumbnail, and I was watching it. It's the orange one, I believe, or yellow, or whatever you want to call it. But it looks really cool. Really, really cool. Super chill ASMR. So I'm curious too about that old school axial Bronco that they just released, and I saw Treel had just posted some axles for it that they're making. Let's see if we can find it. Treel. That isn't what I wanted. Yikes. That little apostrophe made a big difference. So this is for the SCX-10-3 Ford Bronco straight axles. They look really sharp. Sean's RC Avenger. Wish it was a hard body. Which one do you wish was a hard body? The old one from Axial or the new one from Traxxas? Yikes. Bronco look cool and sticker price seems good, but the 20K dealer markup is horrible. Is that because of shipping and all that they have to pay on them and the hit that they're taking because Ford can't get them anything on the lot? I feel like they're just trying to pay their lighting bills these days. I was just looking to buy my truck and there was nothing on the lots. And I was actually looking at the Bronco for a minute once I realized how expensive the F-250 was. But the payload was still just not enough. Pilot Ryan popped on the Axial Bronco the day it was a down. Should be here soon. So what I really like about that is that they've gone back to the old style where they do have that full interior like the original Wraiths had for putting figures and all that in. So I'm excited about that. The new 2021 soft top Bronco could make a good build. He's saying the old one. Okay. Yeah. It would be really awesome as a hard body, but they don't really do those. But I was looking at the new F-250 prices if I just built it online at the Ford site, and it was very close to what I paid for my used one. The difference is exactly what Earl Moorhead said, is that the price of the dealer goes up from that. You could build it and show them the printout, but they have all these dealer fees and shipping fees and all these other fees that add on, and you're like, what the crap? The price just went way high. What's going on, Kevin Gibbs? See you, Monster Jam fans Europe. I haven't ordered any RCs recently that have been announced, honestly. After the... What's the last thing I bought? Well, the last thing I bought is the 64 by Red Cat. Before that, it was the low-seat drag car, which I still haven't even unboxed yet. It's sad. I should unbox it and take it to Horizon RC Fest and hit the speed and long jump section with it, just for video sake. Darkside Studios on eBay is legit on their vinyl wraps. Darkside Studio does some good stuff. I just need to find some place here locally that's doing drag racing and just get in with them and start doing it, because I think I'd really like it. All right, guys, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up here shortly. We've been going for just over an hour. I'm going to try to keep these between an hour, hour and a half length for the people that are listening on the podcast as we get those rolling again for people that like to listen to those. So I'm going to try to keep it in that range. I'm hoping that I can maybe interview a few people while I'm at Horizon Hobby RC Fest and have some new content for the podcast as well from that. So we'll see. If not, I'll try to hit up with them and at least get them on the schedule to come on and do a phone call interview and give you guys some more of that kind of content. So it's not just me giving more information. Some left me a comment saying Losi fixed the brakes on the drag build. Is that true? Was there something wrong with the brakes? Are they too weak? Too strong? Yes, that was the other thing I was going to talk about. Was Red Cat was dropping the 64 as a roller without a body, so that is interesting. I've only driven mine 4 times now. I videoed it the first time I drove it, well, technically the second. I drove it in my house for a couple days before I took it outside and did the video because of rain. But we were in the middle of moving. I couldn't film it inside. So we waited till we had good weather and went outside and did it. Really fun, though. What's up, Psycho 13 Garage? Kevin Gibbs. All right. Yeah, we're going to try and get more with the podcast going. If you guys don't know where to listen to the podcast, again, I'm going to shamelessly plug ccxrc.com. Again, that's why you say the X in the name. But you can see when I actually spell it here, the X is small, CCRC. But the X is in the URL, so I make sure to say it so that if people are trying to think it, they think CCXRC. And so that there's a bunch of videos, product announcements here, trying to make it a little bit news related when I can, but scheduling is making it tough. So there isn't necessarily a video that goes with every part or every thing that's listed here. It's new products like this actually was something that got announced, which was the 28 drag race car, the DR28 by Team Associated, which is pretty cool. Little 28 scale drag racing in a hotel hallway would be fun. Earl says brakes are too strong and spins out and crashes. You have to turn reverse off to stop it. Okay, that is good to know. So anyway, on here you can get to the podcast at the top here. It pulls it right from Podbean, and it has all of them loaded in here. You can also get them on iTunes, Spotify, many of the places where podcasts are. It's on there. Videos are all on CCXRC as well. So there's the Bigger's Better video I just did, and then all the other ones listed below. There's actually the 64 Red Cat one. And then the news is just whatever it is. It might be a video from YouTube. It might be pictures. It might be newsy stuff like the Proline body here or whatever. So, yeah, like this, the early Ford. That's the first post on the new website was about the early Ford. I don't have one, but I just grabbed some pictures from Axial and gave some information about the new truck. So I'm going to be using my website almost like a little news site as well. But you can go there, get T-shirts, whatever. You can also, there's an About page. You can contact me from there. So if you don't have Facebook, you don't have Instagram, you want to reach out to me, if you contact me here, I can actually respond to you through my website and get back in touch with you. So that's another way to reach out. So yeah, now you know. That's the new site. It's been up since the new Axial came out. Lucas, all the merch I have in stock. All the merch I have is, yes, it is in stock because it's directly made the second you order it from Teespring. So anything that you want, they literally print it one off and ship it directly to you. So there's not like I don't make a ton of money on half the stuff on here. It's more just promotional type stuff for people that want to wear some stuff. I might make $2 on something or something like that. But anyway, thanks, Mike Upton. You're at work in Green Bay. Very cool. Yeah, Psycho 13 Garage used the contact last night. Reached out to me. I need to respond to you again. I saw your reply. I've been crazy busy today, so after this, I should be able to to respond. That is weird about the reverse thing, though. "124 drag cars are like racing submarines." Slow, I get it. Yeah. Very funny. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in again. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a while. A lot of it is because of preparing for this move and other things. We're going to try and get this going again. But also, I just need more things like this that are kind of new, newsworthy, I guess. I probably also really need to relook at the day that I'm doing it because, again, it is weird to do it the evening after Harley Designs drops a Scale News update, which just literally goes through all the things that we potentially would talk about in the evening. I mean, we ramble more and we kind of just go off on tangents and stuff. So I guess it's still different, even if it is the same things and we interact and you guys give your input about what you think things are. And I try to make sure I bring that over and speak it out. But yeah, anyway. So yeah. Yeah, Green Frog, thanks. Tap that thumbs up on the way out, guys, if you like this. And we'll catch you guys very soon.